First set tonight, I'm going to read from my two most recent collections, which are Baltimore and Looking for Eden. Are both available here, coincidentally, tonight for £5 each. Or if you buy both, you can have them both for £8. And so I'm going to start with a couple of poems from Baltimore. And this first one is called Waiting for Henry. And there's a Henry in everyone's life. Henry is that unreliable friend who never turns up for a relationship, or an arrangement, I mean, and or a relationship. And there's probably a few Henrys here tonight, except that you said you were going to come, but at the last minute, you didn't make it. So Waiting for Henry. The rumours begin. Henry's back in town. Days pass. Henry rings, says he might be at such and such a place, at such and such a time, on such and such a day. We go there anyway, stand around with drinks. Someone spots Henry, but it's not Henry, just someone who looks like Henry. Henry rings to apologise. He got caught up. There was a girl, a train was late. We forgive Henry. He's only as weak as the strongest among us. Henry threatens to come to a party. From an upstairs window, we watch Henry's taxi arrive. He gets out, pays, remembers something, gets back in. We try to calculate how many years since we spoke to the physical Henry, pressed his physical flesh, stood him a drink. Once we saw him in the queue at Bob Dylan. There was a girl, there was a limousine. Henry melted away. We hear Henry's in Australia or India or Amsterdam. A card arrives without a stamp. It shows a white building, a red guard. Henry says he is getting his shit together. There was a girl, a plane was late, you know how it is. But we don't. We don't know how it is. This is why we love Henry, wherever he is. This is another waiting poem. This is called Waiting for Karina. And you have a long way to actually meet her now, because this poem was written about 2,000 years ago by Ovid as part of Metamorphoses. And it's been such a popular poem over millennia, really, that Christopher Marlowe wrote a new version of it in 1583. And in 1968, Guy Masters wrote a new version for the swinging 60s. So I thought it was time to update it for the 21st century. And Waiting for Karina tells the story of two lovers having a tryst on a summer's afternoon. Waiting for Karina, that summer afternoon, window half open, casting a lazy light, like the hour after sunset, dawn's first kiss. The half-light shy girls need to hide their fears. So you came, Karina, fresh air in a short dress, waterfall of hair flecking the palest neck, lovely as all your lovers say, a princess stealing in. I lifted your dress, you wriggled fish-like, a slim brown trout torn between the river, your own desire. You paused, lovely beyond compare, naked, glistening, nipples granting me permission, breasts high above your brown stomach, tiny waist, old enough thighs. Why say more? You stepped toward me. Later we slept. Where now such summers? Where such sex? I'm named Patric, of course, and myself and my brother were named after two children who didn't survive through childhood, uncles of mine. And in that generation, my grandparents' generation, it wasn't unusual for children not to survive childhood. I mean, there was no socialised healthcare, for one thing. And this poem is set in the west of Ireland, called The Lost Child. I was named after a dead child, born in the long ago west of Ireland, in the mountainy land where soft rain washes meadows to sea, where the Atlantic holds hands with the Holy Ghost. There are no images from that time of the infant gurgling in his mother's arms, gazing up at his father, cradled in their love and the landscape. No images of the treasured child that never grew to meet his nephew, to learn his 10 times table, to read and write, make crayons dance, to take turkeys and butter to market, to raise a pint in Colorans, to set out from Tubbercurry into the world. God bless you, Patrick. I wear your name with pride. I hope I am living enough for the both of us. When I get to heaven, take me to one side. Tell me the dreams I should have realised, the world I should have built in your honour. Fair enough for a blessed infant to grow and have children of his own. You live in my heart, Patrick. I leave the door ajar so you can step inside for warmth, and we can raise a glass to twin souls in a holy communion across the years. Hard to believe, but 50 years since Sgt. Pepper was released, and so this is a poem for John Lennon. When I went to Havana, I went to the John Lennon Park there, Park John Lennon, and as you walk into the park, very near the entrance, there's a bench with a beautiful sculpted statue of John sitting on the bench with his arm draped across it. As you walk towards the bench, the park keeper comes towards you with a pair of spectacles, John Lennon spectacles, and he says, well, if you'd like a picture with the great man, he put the spectacles on the statue. And the reason there's somebody there to look after the glasses is because tourists tend to take them home for a souvenir. But still, Cuba must be the only country in the world which employs somebody to be the keeper of John Lennon's glasses. So this is the keeper of John Lennon's glasses. Out of the shade steps the keeper of John Lennon's glasses, slips them over the ex-Beatles' bronze ears. I shove up next to the great man, put my arm around his shoulders, made too warm by the heat of the sun. You capture the moment when I meet John Lennon's likeness in Havana, a life-size casting on a bench, one leg draped casually over the other. I attempt to swap specs, but the keeper wags his finger. I take a moment to bless John for his life in my life. I place a coin in the keeper's palm in recognition of the sacred task he has been anointed so to do. It's not every day you meet the keeper of John Lennon's glasses. Let me take you down. Thank you. This is my last poem in this half, and seems appropriate to dedicate this to Jeremy Corbyn. And I'd like to say as well, welcome Laura Davison, who was our candidate in Folkestone High for the Labour Party, increased the vote by 9,000. Ran a fantastic campaign. So we had a huge upset in Canterbury nearby, where Rosie Duffield won the seat, first time ever since the seat was created in 1918 that it hasn't been Tory. Fantastic. So, the poem is called An Old Revolutionary Never Dies. I no longer man the barricades, but I haven't lost the way. Instead, I allow a garment to vent my discontent. I wear Che Guevara underpants to the office every day. They're inside my trousers now. Doesn't mean that's where they'll stay. Like revolutionary hearts waiting to be awoken, my Che Guevara pants are far more than a token. They'll become a flag of freedom when the walls come tumbling down. I'll fly them from the boss's door when we gun him down at dawn. Then line up all the jokers who wear comedy ties to work. That revisionist Mickey Mouse was always such a jerk. Under Che Guevara underpants, we'll sing the people's flag and hum the Internationale as we march the old main drag. We'll kick out all the suits, we'll liberate the loot, we'll unlock the vaults and legalise a toot. So quietly flows the vanguard, you won't see us sneaking up until our boot breaks down the door and we raise the triumphal cup. Us revolutionaries never go away. Like the poor, we're always here, awaiting the right moment to raise the pants that cheer. Like the hearts of poets waiting to be awoken, my Che Guevara underpants are far more than a token. Here they are. Thank you. very much. I'm very pleased to